Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me. With coronavirus making its debut in our world, most people that are still working are working from home. Not everyone, but I would say the majority of you that generally work outside of the home are working in the home. You're working remote. And if you are not used to this, it can be a little bit of a disruption, or it could be a transition that you are trying to adjust to. You may be finding there's some pros and cons to the arrangement, but I am used to working from home. Now, I don't work for a business or a company, and now I am working from home. I work from home because I have my own business and I operate it out of my home. There's a couple different ways you can go. I feel that owning your own business and working from home is a little different than working for someone else, because you really are creating your whole entire schedule. And I feel like a video on that topic really needs to be its own video, but many of the things I'm going to share today will apply to those that work for a company, are now working remote, and those of you that own your own business and work from home. But I just feel an additional video on that topic. Is this making sense? I don't even know. How am I trying to put this? Part of me wants to start over, but part of me just feels like you get what I'm saying. I don't know. I have just so much of our world is in a fog right now. But I think you get me. Just let me know in the comment section below if you would eventually like me to do a video where I'm solely talking about like what I do. You own your own business, you create your own schedule, you have no one looking over your shoulder, you have no boss or management that you need to report to. You get me, okay? We have to have some levity in all of this going on. But because I am used to working from home, I do know some of the things that help to make my life and my day run smooth. I also am really acclimated to having other people in the home and the challenges that come with that. Because kids are done with school for the year, or at least where I live, they are completely done. And if you're working from home and then you have kids, it's different than summer break, because during summer break, you're generally going to work every day. Now you're at home and you have the kids there. And some are homeschooling as well. So everything is just not the norm. This is our new normal. This is our new normal. Really what I want to do today is just share 10 tips with you that can help you. This is going to be for those of you that don't have children and you're working remote, and this will also apply to those of you that do. So you pick what tips I share with you today that are going to complement your situation. Tip number 1, and I cannot stress this enough, get up at your normal time. This would be the time that you normally got up for work. I know a lot of people are gradually getting into that rut of sleeping in later because maybe they can, but I know that I've had many coaching sessions lately with clients that are now working remote, and one of the things that they have shared with me is that they are getting into the rut of sleeping in late. It's making for some chaos and frustration throughout the day. Now, if it's working for you, again, anytime something is serving you and it's working for you, then by golly, do it. So if you are sleeping in a little bit later and you're thinking, I never get this opportunity, so I'm going to do it, but it's not tripping up your day in any way, by all means do it. But just be careful, because for most people, I know for myself, speaking for myself, sleeping in and getting into that pattern or that rut really makes a difference on the trajectory of my day, and it's not for the positive. So be careful with that one. Number 2, and this one I really have to stress, is have a solid morning routine. Now, everyone's morning routine is going to look different, but everyone is going to benefit from having a morning routine. Stay tuned, because soon I will be sharing my morning routine with you. I decided to hold off and wait a couple months until this whole pandemic is past us, and it will be. I have faith. I did my evening routine, and it happened to publish right before this whole pandemic took place. And the timing really wasn't great, because I'm talking about kids being in sports, evening activities, and right now that doesn't apply to any of us. So I decided that when I do my morning routine, it would be better for me to share it when all of this is behind us, because we're going to probably be back to normal and going to work, and it's going to affect what our morning routine consists of. But very important, have a solid morning routine and decide what that is going to be for you. Number 3, incorporate some exercise in your day. If you were already doing this, just stick with it. But if you weren't, this may be an opportunity to create a new system, a new plan, new habits that you can take with you when life does get back to the other normal, not the normal we're in now. And figuring out, how can I work this into my day when I go back to work? So get some exercise in. This is a great opportunity. There may be some multitasking that you can do. I have shared with some of my clients recently that if you have to take a call, let's say for work, but you don't have to actually do any speaking, you're just listening, this is a perfect time when you could jump on a cardio machine. Often you're going to be more present in that moment than you would be if you were taking that call with your computer in front of you, because you may be distracted at looking at other things. So look at opportunities where you can get some exercise in. Go outside, get a walk, get fresh air. Whatever it is that works for you, just get something done. Number 4, get dressed. And I have a couple different things to say about this. I feel like this could be a time where you aren't wearing those dress clothes that you normally wear to work. Take advantage of not having to iron, of not having to go to the dry cleaners, pay for dry cleaning. So if you want to wear athleisure wear, I'm all for it. I actually think that's great. But I do think getting out of your pajamas is going to make a difference in how you show up in your day. But whatever you want to wear, just get out of your pajamas. That's really what I'm getting at. And take advantage of not having to be so dressed up every day. Number 5, create a really nice workspace for yourself. Something that lifts your energy. Maybe some natural light. That would be ideal for me. But create a workspace that is going to be comfortable for you. This is an opportunity where you get to create the workspace that you want. You're not in an office where some of it is created for you, so take advantage of that. Number 6, be very, very careful of getting distracted by things like social media, email threads, online shopping, the news, anything like that. All it's going to do is pull you away, and often what we are seeing on social media, on the news, is not inspiring, motivating, encouraging, and uplifting. So it's not really going to set you up for the type of day that you want if you really want to be productive and be positive. Number 7, this is very hard when you work from home, especially if you own your own business but have clearly defined work hours. And it is very important that you communicate those work hours to the members in your home. Often our children are going to be around us throughout the day. If your spouse is also working remote, this could be for some challenges as well. So it's very important everyone knows what your work hours are. Number 8, and this is really tapping into the kids being home, create a schedule not only for yourself, but for the kids as well. I wouldn't climb down that rabbit hole where you're directing them all day long. Do this, make your bed, clean up your room, unload the dishwasher, take the garbage out, feed the pets, whatever it may be. Have a printout somewhere that they know what they need to get done so that they do not have to come to you. If you have clearly defined work hours, that means you are working and you are not devoting that work time to them. Now, if you have small children, I understand things are going to be different, so you have to figure out what works for you. But if your kids are capable of taking care of themselves, have some clear rules as to what you expect from them and each day what is to get done. Number 9 really aligns with number 8, and that is to set boundaries with family members. And this includes everyone. It's very important you're communicating what the boundaries are, when they can reach out to you, when they can interrupt, what their expectations are of you. If you're not going to be able to make lunch for them midday and they're old enough to fend for themselves, you are communicating that to them now. Hopefully you already have, but if you haven't and there's disarray going on, a lot of it is because you have not established and defined what the boundaries are. Number 10, if you are working remote and your husband is as well, you really need to share the responsibilities. The two of you need to talk about how you're going to switch shifts for some of the things that need to take place, especially if you have small children. His job doesn't outweigh yours and yours doesn't outweigh his, and maybe one of you feel that yours does, or maybe you feel you are being taken advantage of. Always remember, if you're not communicating and establishing some boundaries and working together as a team, it would make sense that you would feel that way. So it's important to have this open dialogue about what the expectations are from each other and work together as a team to make things work. This is disruptive for everyone, even the kids. Understand that. Give grace to yourself, give grace to everyone else in the home. And there you go, 10 tips to making working from home work for you. Let me know if you would like me to do another video talking about when you own your own business and you have to create, you know, what I said at the beginning and probably took up too much time. It happens. It happens. So anyway, best wishes. Keep trucking along. We are going to get through this. This may be the new normal, but we will go back to how it was before, and then we probably won't be happy with that either. So just know I've got your back. Don't forget, if you need some assistance, get on the bandwagon, book some coaching sessions with me, and I will help to navigate the current circumstances with you. So, all right, I'll let you go. See you soon in the next video. Take care.